and blessings. And welcome to all of you from all corners of the world. It truly is a great and a humbling honor to be here with you. So thank you. I'm going to begin with a very beautiful mantra, Padmasambhava's mantra. Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. Om Benza Guru Pema Siddhi 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 It truly always is a great joy to meet and to share like this, and I honor especially all of you that are singers of the heart and that bring the soul of the creative to this world. So co-creating in all forms, in all art forms, in everything that you do. And I want to thank especially David Celeste, whose beautiful voice you will hear on the Guru Rinpoche mantra, and which at the end of this, I will be giving 5 lucky people some copies of her recording, which she did with me a few weeks ago. So special love and thanks and deep, deep gratitude to all of you and to David Celeste. Tonight we are doing the rainbow body activation, and the rainbow body, or the rainbow light body, is a very powerful presence and awakening, and right from this moment you will start to feel energies and be working with energies on a very, very deep level. We're going to do 3 types of meditation, and I'm not going to bring you out of that. I'm then going to take you deeper into the crystal light body meditation, which is a rainbow body activation, and a very simple but beautiful, extremely beautiful one from Tibetan Buddhism and from some of the great lamas who have shared rainbow light body meditations over many, many centuries. And then we're going to end up going into a meditation into the very mantra you heard at the beginning, the Guru Rinpoche mantra, Auma Hung Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hung, which looks directly into not only the meaning, but the vibration of sound and light that brings about the rainbow body through Padmasambhava's teachings in Yeshe Tsogyal and Princess Mandarava. So I hope you're prepared for very deep practice. And I do certainly encourage all of you to practice every day, morning and night and every other time. And if you find anything really useful in what I'm guiding you into here, please take it and use it in your own practice. This is very much a shared meditation, a meditation of the wisdom of the shared heart. It is not me who's giving this to you, but the master within you who's listening and is remembering and is awakening. So we're awakening together, and that's where we're going to start. I'll share with you a very humorous and a beautiful story connected with Padmasambhava and the Rainbow Light Body. Many years ago, I was a student in an ashram and a monastery down in New Zealand with a friend of mine. His name was Grant at that time, but he had a monastic name, and he later changed his name to Max. He was a very dear and precious friend of mine and a Tibetan Buddhist. He was British, and he had decided to give up the worldly life and become a monk. We used to do a lot of things together. I mean, when you're a monk, you do ordinary things like go to movies and go out to dinner. So we did that too in the times that he wasn't practicing. But he taught me a great deal about Padmasambhava when I was only 20. And he gave me insight into the path and into the practices of the Rainbow Light Body that Padmasambhava and Yeshe Tsogyal and Princess Mandarava taught. So the particular story I wanted to share with you was one evening after we had done some of these practices, some of which I'll share with you tonight. And they really are very deep and profound practices, and they bring about a beautiful sense of presence and stillness. So after we had done this practice, the practice is all about emptiness and transparency to the light. So you do, in fact, as you'll become aware of today, or in some cases it'll be your morning, in some cases your afternoon, in some cases your evening, you do become aware of the body becoming very light and very transparent. And this feeling may stay with you for a long time. It may be over the next day or two, or it may be over the following week. So Grant and I had practiced, and we'd had a beautiful meditation, and we decided to go and see a friend of ours called Fifi, who worked in a health food shop, and she had just got in a new shipment of lavender, which we all loved, and from time to time we would sit there and try out the products. We'd try out different aromatherapies, and we had a lovely time testing out the different products. We'd test out arnica, we'd test out bark flower rescue remedy, we'd test out lavender. And at the time there were a lot of customers in the shop, and Grant and I came in very transparent, you could say. We were very high in a very beautiful sort of way, filled with light, and it felt exactly like that. We could see everybody as bodhisattvas and Buddhas. It was literally light experience. So Fifi, bless her soul, decided that right at that moment that she would open a batch of the lavender perfume, or it was lavender oils, I think, and we were right in tune with that particular moment. And so when she opened it, it was almost like putting us into heaven. I mean, it was an extraordinary feeling that the tiniest whiff of lavender felt like it imbued our entire body with lavender for those brief moments. And I've had that experience with lots of different things, with plants and animals, everything from dolphins to snakes and hummingbirds. I've been able to be with them and communicate directly with lots of this life. So I was able to connect directly with the essence of lavender, and so was he. And we just stood there almost awestruck by the power of nature, by the sheer power of Mother Earth's light that was in every single thing, in every plant, in every tree, in every rock. We could feel that, and we could feel it through this simple drop of lavender. Now, there was an old gentleman in the shop, and he looked at us, and he could see the light in our eyes. He knew that something was going on, and we were just stock still. We were like, oh, we didn't know what to say. And Fifi was looking at us, and he came over and he said, whatever you're having, I'll have some of that. Now, he was quite an older man. He had a stick, and he took the lavender, and he looked in our eyes, and with a twinkle in his, he took a little drop, just a drop of it, rubbed it. I don't know what he did. Maybe he rubbed it just under his nose. And the next moment, he dropped a stick, again with the same sort of awestruck look as us. He dropped a stick, and he twirled round and round. He took a shopping cart, and he moved around and around in a kind of a dance, whirling through the shop. His wife, who she must have been in her 70s as well, she looked at him, just gobsmacked. Her mouth was open. He whirled around, and off he went, dancing and singing through the shopping centre. I've no idea what happened to him. His wife moved out after him, and we just laughed. We couldn't stop laughing. I mean, it was just the sheer delight and the synchronicity of the moment, and us all being caught up in the power of Mother Nature and the power of the light. The power of the light when you're really transparent and you surrender and you open to the love that exists in the connection between all of us. So in a way, that's what this meditation is about. This is about us all connecting heart to heart. It's not about me and it's not about you. It's about us dropping all of that stuff and being totally present with the extraordinary beings that we all are and the extraordinary light that we all hold. So thank you for joining, and here we go. So with that introduction, I'm going to ask you to start to bring your energies within. And we're going to be within now for about the next 30 or so minutes. And by being within, I mean you're really going to be in that presence and stillness and awareness. As they say in the Psalms, be still and know God. And when we're still, something so beautiful happens to our hearts. Something transforms. And indeed, our heart is the transformer. I'll talk just for a few brief moments about foundation. In our practice and in our path, we all have a practice that we follow, whether we know it or not. And it's very sacred, and I honor the traditions you all come from. They could be Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, they could be Hindu, they could be a Sufi practice, or a whole combination of other things. And I truly honor that you are all diamonds reflecting the light in the same way as I do, and that your light and your perspective is your own perspective, and that is where you're at, and that is also what you're radiating to others. So I truly honor that. I truly reach out and embrace everything that you are doing for this planet, and as light workers that you all are for other people. So there are some common things to all of our practices, and I kind of shape it in the form of a triangle like this. So if you imagine there's a triangle in front of me and between us and in us, the foundation of that triangle is our faith. And as I was saying, in whatever form that comes, whether it's Krishna or Buddha, whether it's a light practice, whether it's ascension, whether it's Mary Magdalene, however that faith manifests, that's your faith. And that is the foundation of that pyramid. That foundation is where you're at. It's who you are. It's what is coming through you at the moment for the benefit of humanity. That practice is incredibly important, because no matter what we do tonight, you'll transform and interpret the practice that I share through your own faith. At the top of the pyramid is your intention. So at the bottom is your faith, and at the top is your intention. The intention is what you want to bring to people. You want to liberate them, help them. You want to awaken yourself. Fundamentally, that is my intention, to awaken myself as I'm awakening you, and to trust that you, in awakening yourself, are going to be awakening me. It's a very powerful cycle. I truly trust that everything you're doing and that you feed back to me is actually informing and awakening my own practice. So it's a very humbling part of life to share this with you. So at the bottom is faith, and at the top is intention. Now, everything that happens to us is part of our path. So, for example, at either end of the pyramid, so at those two corners over here, is the obstacles and the gifts. So our faith and our intention, and the obstacles and gifts. When we truly embrace everything that happens to us, we learn that the obstacles are part of the path. Now, the Buddha gave 12 teachings, and in fact, Jesus gave many teachings as well about the obstacles on the path. Obstacles like confusion or ignorance, obstacles like karmic predispositions or sense cravings. So the Buddha actually gave 12 teachings on all those different obstacles, and they are paths. They are very truly paths. Our obstacles and our gifts are all part of the same path and our sacred path, and we learn to embrace those, and we learn to work with those in our day-to-day life. That's why our practice is so important. And the two sides of the triangle, one is our practice of love and kindness. So this is the compassion, the self-compassion we give to ourselves, and the love and kindness we bring to others. And on the other side is our ability to surrender. Because whether we have obstacles or gifts right in this present moment, we give them up, we offer them. They're not ours to keep. Obstacles are not ours to hold on to, and gifts are not ours to build up our ego around. They are to be surrendered. And when we surrender those to Divine Mother, we find even greater gifts flow through. So that's what we're working with today. Our faith, our pure intention, our obstacles and our gifts, and our ability to surrender and empty ourselves and be transparent to the light, and our ability to bring love and kindness to everything we do in our practice. So let's practice. And very simply, to begin with, we're going to work with awakening, a very simple awakening process. And then I'm going to take you deeper into the rainbow body of crystal light that has been practiced for centuries upon century. And then even deeper into Om Ahum Benzabuddha Pema Siddhi Hum, into the 12-syllable mantra, which in fact, as Padmasambhava and all gurus following Padmasambhava have said, if you recite this, or even if you understand the nature of the sound, the light language that this mantra embraces, then you in fact will liberate. You will liberate those 12 obstacles. That they will then become 12 gifts. So a lot of magic in store for you, a lot of alchemy, a lot of tantra, a lot of unity consciousness. It's all one and the same thing. You know, the great Christian mystics, Hildegard of Bingen, she spoke about when she was 42 and 7 months, she spoke about the fire that imbued her brain and filled her chest and inflamed her heart, the same fire of bliss. And St. John of the Cross talked about the dark transformation and the dark contemplation, that when you truly embrace those parts of yourself that you consider obstacles and you let go of them, then you open to a whole new doorway. And St. Teresa of Avila spoke about unity consciousness. She talked about the union, the mystical union. So this is what we're going to practice, a mystical union. If you have a deity or a being or a devotional practice, for example, to Jesus or Buddha, please begin to embrace that now. Please work with the consciousness of Jesus or Mary Magdalene or Buddha or Kuan Yin or whoever it is that you're truly devoted to, if you do. Otherwise, embrace the light. Embrace your own presence as the inner guru and the inner master as we practice. Take our intention and awareness within. And let's deeply and simply close our eyes together and give thanks for the extraordinary light that we have here gathered in this collective, this beautiful family. As Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, here I am. Here I am presence. That's where Jesus is, right inside you, inside your heart. Mary Magdalene in the Gospel of St. Mary said, your heart is where the treasure is. There the treasure lies, right here. So already you're starting to feel the presence that we're bringing here together this evening, this morning, this afternoon. And your breathing's starting to slow and your eyes are closing. And you're aware of your body posture. You're aware that your soles are flat on the floor, the soles of the feet. The palms are together, thumbs together, palms together. And they're lying gently in your lap. The spine is straight. The tongue is gently turned upwards to the roof of the palate, the roof of the mouth. Your eyes are gently gazing either straight ahead or slightly uplifted and maybe slightly open if you prefer to meditate that way. You take your attention and awareness, your beautiful attention, this beautiful heart, this extraordinary heart, the heart that embraces miracles. You take that intention to liberate yourself. You bring your awareness to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You can feel perhaps the coolness of the energy of the breath in your nasal passages as you breathe in and the warmth as you breathe out. Who is it that is aware? Who is it that is watching the breath? Who is the witness? I am presence. I am. I am that I am. Take your awareness deeper and into the silence, the stillness. In the stillness, you may become aware of light manifesting. Who is it that is aware of the stillness? Who is it that is aware of the silence? Who is it that is listening? You'll become aware of the felt sense of the body, the feelings perhaps in your feet or hands. Perhaps you can feel the energy beginning to move in the winds and channels, meridians in your body. Perhaps your hands are warm. Perhaps your heart is warm. So energy is moving. This is very clear evidence that the energy is moving in your being. Who is it that feels? Who is it that witnesses this feeling, the witnessing presence? I am that I am. Now you become aware of light, and this light begins to radiate out through your chest and the shoulders, the arms, the hands, down the legs and into the soles of the feet and the earth, up into the neck, up into your head. out and beyond the body into this room. It's like you're flooding the room of where you are with light. You're aware of this light as this light is manifesting. The light is actually coming from your surrender or your emptiness. It's allowing your body to be free and allowing your consciousness to fly free. The light extends out into the room, out beyond the room, out into your neighborhood, out to touch the lands, the lakes, the rivers, the seas, the ocean, out into the country, out beyond your country, or out into the sky, out into the atmosphere, out beyond and into the planets and sun, out beyond the solar system into other solar systems and places, out beyond those places, out to other worlds and other universes, out to other stars, out to other dimensions beyond this one. And you're aware now that the body is glowing. It is literally still and silent and present with the light. So I want you to bring your awareness and attention to your hands. In this light form, I want you to imagine or visualize that whatever consciousness you're embracing, whether it's the Christ consciousness or the Buddha consciousness or Krishna or Muhammad, whether it's Altair or Thoth or Divine Mother, Mary Magdalene, whatever consciousness you are embracing, I want you to watch your hands and visualize them as crystalline form. And that this crystalline form is filling your being. You can actually feel your hands taking on a radiance of light through that crystalline form. You can feel the arms, chest. You can feel the whole torso, the legs, feet, the neck and head. Every part of your being is filled with light. As you fill with that light, I want you to visualize the tube of light that you call the sushumna, or the astral spine, which sits just inside your own physical spine. It's a tube of light, like a shaft of light running the center of your spinal column. The Tibetan mystics say the outer part of this tube is the blue color and the inner part is the red color. And now you begin to breathe. This is like a rebirth. It's like there is a mustard seed, a bliss seed, the size of a mustard seed, inside that narrow column of light. And that beautiful energy that you're radiating with creates a rainbow color in the inner spine. And that inner spine, the energy of the winds and being starts to manifest quite spontaneously. It's as if that rainbow light is radiating out from the base chakra. And as you move up the second chakra, the third chakra, the heart, the Anahat chakra, up through the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown. It's as if those chakras are now radiating wheels of rainbow light. They're like spheres of rainbow light. So as you draw this energy up the spine, you're aware that your entire body is a crystalline rainbow form, radiating light like you've never experienced before. So something moves now within you. That bliss seed, the bliss seed that contains the light, is now centered in your heart. As Mary Magdalene said, the treasure lies in the heart, or your heart is where the treasure is. And this bliss seed, this tiny, tiny drop of light, is radiating the most extraordinary light and bliss, like a rainbow projecting in all directions, in all dimensions. Now you begin to be aware of what the 12-syllable mantra, Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, really means. Om Ahum is the body, speech, and mind of the Buddha, of you. And that body, speech, and mind has an inner meaning, just as you have an inner purpose, and an outer meaning, and also a secret meaning. As you sit with your eyes closed in this rainbow body of light, radiating rainbow light from the bliss seed in your heart, take your attention even deeper into that bliss seed in the heart. Stay perfectly centered and focused in your heart. Sometimes the light that manifests in this way is almost overwhelming. You can feel it manifesting in every direction from your heart. It's as if it is getting bigger and vaster and greater than you could ever imagine or even seem to contain. So there's no longer any need to contain this. So you surrender it to Divine Mother, to whatever form or formlessness Divine Mother takes to you. The outer meaning of Om Ahum is that every moment as you go about your day, everything you do with your body, in your speech and your mind can be purified if you bless and offer this to everybody you come across in your day. That is the outer meaning. The inner meaning is that as you bless and offer this beautiful light to all people in your path, it purifies the channels and winds and essence in your being. By this, I'm talking about the nadis, the prana, and the bindu. The nadis are the channels, the prana is the wind or the life force, and the bindu is the essence of that bliss drop in your heart. So you're aware even now, as you focus deeply on that bliss drop in your heart, that the energies are radiating out through your light body. They're activating nadis or channels, winds or prana, and bindu or life essence. You can feel it. You can feel that light, that rainbow light radiating down your arms into your hands, down your legs into the soles of the feet and to connect with the earth, up the inner spine into the brain to illuminate that brain, that 1,000 petaled lotus of light we call the Sahasrara chakra. And the secret meaning is that as you embody these principles, as you awaken the nadis or channels, the prana or life force, and the bindu or life essence, that you also awaken the corresponding deities in whatever form they are for you, whether it's Christ or Buddha, whether it's, in this case, Amita or Amitabha Buddha, or Avalokiteshvara or Guanyin or Padmasambhava. They're actually awoken in your being. You begin to transform into a Buddha, into a Christ, into a Krishna, into the Muhammad consciousness, into the consciousness of Thoth or Tahata. Om Ahum Benza. Benza or Vajra is the diamond consciousness. As you purify your body, your speech, and your wisdom mind, so you become like a diamond. Your consciousness is pure and blesses all beings. Om Ahum Benza Guru. Not only is there diamond consciousness, but there is the consciousness of gold or the purified guru within. You awaken the inner guru, the inner master, who does that practice we were talking about at the beginning, who is love and is kindness to all beings and surrenders that to Divine Mother in every moment. The constant process of loving and bringing kindness and surrendering is such a profound and simple and deep practice that brings about miracles in all you touch. Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema. Pema or Padma is lotus. The lotus flower, the lotus of light, the lotus of unity. When that lotus flower rises out of the mud and embraces the light, it's exactly what you embrace. You embrace a unity in all other beings. Other beings see your light and they begin to reflect it back, and they begin to awaken because they actually know that light. And Siddhi Hung. Siddhi Hung is the magnet. When you're generating this light like we're doing right now together, you are attracting others of the light. The extraordinary number of connections that I've made by talking about the light and sharing the light. When you share this light with people, you attract the light to you. You attract the like-minded families, the other Buddha families that you've been predestined to meet and that need you to speak up and need you to awaken in order for you to find them, in order for them to find you. City union, the mystical union that Saint Teresa of Avila spoke about. That mystical union is happening right now in your heart. that bliss drop that is radiating the rainbow light as we've been sharing, as we've been meditating deeply on this practice. Right this very moment, you are attracting exactly the experiences and people that you're destined to meet. Your signs on the path. Every single one of you that I've connected with, you are such amazing, extraordinary light beings and light workers. Your ability to heal yourselves, your ability to touch other people and connect them, your ability to reach out and transform and liberate. I truly, truly honor every one of you. So the light is filling your being. You can feel it in your fingertips, in your toes, in your inner spine, in your brain, in that treasure of the heart. You slowly, with deep presence and awareness and the deepest gratitude, the deepest love, you bring your presence and awareness slowly back into the room. You bring your awareness back to the present moment. And you allow yourself to breathe again, being aware of the breath, deep, long breaths, deep inner breaths of light. As you breathe in the light, you're aware of the light now purifying your being. And you're aware that you can carry this simple practice of not only sharing love and kindness, but of breathing the light in the inner spine, of radiating the rainbow light from that bliss seed in your heart, and of sharing the light with others. And in fact, your room itself feels lighter, and your heart feels lighter. And the beauty that you share with people is filled with light. You slowly and gently open your eyes. Thank you so deeply. I truly, truly treasure each and every one of you. The light that you share with me is too much. It's beyond my expectation, and it fills me with extraordinary bliss and the most beautiful light. Now, I promised at the end that we would share something special, a music special, and my wife Sumi and little one Maya told me that they couldn't quite put together the numbers in the right way, so I'm going to get them to do something special. Maya, would you like to come and help me? Come here.
Yeah, because with 4G, that Facebook didn't download.
Maya's going to come and do something special with me. So I know the numbers of people here, so I'm going to. Can you come? Would you like to come and sit for a little bit?
How many people?
Yeah, I'll do it on the numbers of people. Are you able to look?
It doesn't.
Okay. Here we go. Here's Maya. You're Maya Angel. This is Maya Angel. And by looking at the numbers here, so I can tell Maya that we're going to choose 5 people or 5 numbers. Can I have this? And can I have this? I'm going to give you, you're going to choose 5 numbers between 1 and 61, which is the number of comments, and then we'll count them down, right? Okay. Do you want to choose a number between 1 and 10? So we'll do this 5 times. Yes? What number would you like?
2.
2. All right. So the first number will be, and then what next number between 1 and 10? Because I'm going to count that as between 11 and 20. What's the next number between 1 and 10?
1.
1. Okay, so we'll choose 2 and number 11. Okay, what's the next number between 1 and 10?
10.
10. Okay, so that will actually be number 20. So 2, 11, and 20. And then the next number between 1 and 10?
5.
5. So that will actually be 25. And the next number between 1 and 10?
9.
9. So that will actually be 39. And 1, actually, let's do 2 more. 1 more between 1 and 10?
He wants to be.
Okay, number 43. And the last one between 1 and 10. 4? Okay, that will be 54. All right, and now I am going to do this very, hopefully, reasonably carefully afterwards. So I will actually post this here. We'll look carefully through, and we'll count through, and if somebody's got more than one, then we'll go to the next comment. But we'll do it based on the numbers that Maya has given us of the people here, right? So it'll end up being person number 2, number 11, number 20, 25, 39, 43, 54. That's about as random as we can get. From Maya, thank you. That was beautiful. I'm so grateful. So Maya Angel, sorry, I've got to remember your proper name. That's so sweet. This is my picture for this evening. That's Dada. Oh, did you draw it, Maya? That is beautiful. A head and the heart. I love it. I love it so much. Do you want to come and say goodbye to everybody? So everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your divine light. Please remember as you go around this week that you are touching souls with your light, that the rainbow light body that is within you, that's awoken within you, is very simply a connection that you are making with your faith and your intention, that you are embracing your obstacles and gifts, and that you are surrendering everything to Divine Mother as you share love and kindness in your day. And that simple visualization of your body in crystalline form and the chakras radiating the rainbow light with the bliss seed in the center of your heart is such a powerful way to walk around in your day. Try it. Try walking with that presence, with even the simple bliss seed radiating in your light as you walk around in your day. See what a difference it makes if you focus on your heart rather than focus on internal actions and events. See what happens right now, even right this moment, as we connect here to there and from there to here with the bliss seed in your heart. And then remember the simple lesson of Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum, that as you go around about your day, that you are purifying the body, speech, and the wisdom mind whenever you bless another person in any one moment. So try it right now. If you bless me, I can feel it right that moment. If you bless me, it's so instantaneously powerful. And that actually purifies. It purifies the winds, the nadis, the light body. It is what manifests the rainbow body. The rainbow body is a consciousness. It is a consciousness of being. It is a consciousness of light. If you walk around in your day with the consciousness of the light within, with the bliss seed in your heart, with light, still in the light of your being, in your hands, in your eyes, with the rainbow light body manifesting in you. That very simple practice of walking around aware of the light within you purifies your whole being, purifies your body, speech, and wisdom mind. It manifests in your nadi or channels, prana or winds, bindu or your life essence. It actually manifests the Buddha within, the Christ within. And that manifestation of the light awakens the gifts, the guru within, the diamond consciousness. It magnetizes the most extraordinary things and the most extraordinary people, just like all of you are. Siddhi Hong. Thank you. So I'll leave you with this to take for your day. Om Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Om Benza Guru Pema Siddhi We are the light of the world. We are the light of the world. We are the light of the world. Manifesting light is sharing the light, knowing the light within, knowing the I am presence, knowing the bliss seed in the heart. Be still and know God. God bless you all.